So right now, you can see in the center piece is the trachea. Can you see? This is the trachea. And on either side of the trachea, there are two blood vessels. There should be a red one and a blue one. Remember, the red ones are arteries and the blue ones are veins. So if we look here, going up the outside of one of the tracheas, we can see a red one and a blue one sort of side by side. The red one is the artery. So this is the common carotid artery, and it's going up the side here. And connected to it is the internal jugular vein. So they are literally side by side. If you look at the two common carotid arteries, they come down underneath and they join together to make a solid branch. That's the brachiocephalic. So if I look here, ooh, look at that. Okay? So what you can notice here is I've got the two red arteries coming down and joining together to a common trunk. That's got to be your brachiocephalic artery there. Okay? So now the external jugular veins are literally external, and they actually sort of go just skimming under the muscle here, and they come up and they disappear into the side. Now this one here broke when it was separated. So this would be an external jugular vein here disappearing in, and there would be one also here disappearing in. We'll see if we can sort of expose it a little further up and get a better physical look at it. Oh wow, he's still fatty. Okay, let me look at her. Oh, well, gee, look at that. All right, this one's easy. Okay, right there. There's your external jugular vein. Okay, so there's your external jugular vein on this one, and there would be one on both sides. Wow. Okay, really obvious and very noticeable. Okay, so now there is, the veins come in and they join together into a large trunk, just like the brachiocephalic, but with the vein it's larger. This is the precava. So we can see that in this case here, let me probe it a bit and see where we really are. Right there. Okay. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so external jugular vein, they come together into a single trunk, draining from the head, because veins bring blood back to the heart. So this is draining, back to this common drain, which is your precava, which is right there. So we have our brachiocephalic, our precava, our external jugular, our trachea, our internal jugular, our common carotid. Now, the subclavian artery and vein are kind of difficult. Subclavian means just under the shoulder. It's the ones that feed into and come out of the arm. Okay? So if I go over here, unfortunately this one's been broken off. It's that right there, that stump. Okay, that would lead down the arm. See it? There it is. Actually, it's not too bad. It's just disconnected. Okay, and then there's a vein, there's an artery right beside it. Well, golly gee, look at that. Okay, so that would be your subclavian artery, and that would be your subclavian vein. On this side, it would be very similar, disappearing down an arm and reappearing. And I see it right there. Come on, you. Oh, there's a little piece of the sternum still in there, guarding it. It's right under here. And I won't dig it out. But you can clearly see it on this side. Easy. Subclavian artery, vein, sorry, and subclavian artery. And that's all those. The thymus you removed, the heart's fairly obvious. The pericardium was the sac that was around the heart. They say it's reflected to show that it's been torn. And then you've got your lobes of your lung, and you've got your right apical, your cardiac, your diaphragmatic, and so on. I don't care whether you say right or left on the test. Okay, just apical, diaphragmatic. Okay, I don't care what's right or left. So if it's right subclavian, you put left subclavian. You don't have to, just put subclavian. Okay. All right. Any questions?